All right, y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, Tasha Tanks, where I am going to be who God created me to be, nothing more, nothing less. And you will receive some good content on this channel. I'm going to do my best to make sure that you get the real, the raw, and the relatable. That took a lot for me to say, y'all. Y'all going to get the awkward me. You're going to get the silly me. You probably get the singing me, the preaching me, the crying me. You gonna get all of the above and in between. You gonna get all that because I'm just tired of being scared, y'all. So we gonna talk about what and I'm reading my notes because I'm making sure that I have wrote down like 7 titles to videos. I wrote them down, videos that I have seen, taking notes, and I'm just like rearranging the title and I'm remake my own video. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So this title of this video is what can I use right now? When you think about recording a video, what can you use right now? What is it that you have right now that you can use? That's a good question, ain't it? Ask God that. God, what is it that I can use right now while I'm recording this video for my subscribers? I know you're going to tell me in the midst. Yes, I'm talking to God right now and here and now. Oh, that's it right there. And I'm like going back and forth. I'm like multitasking. Okay, well, I'm sitting here See, on my, look what I just did. See that I'm messing up already, y'all. Forgive me. Because I'm going back and forth. It's like when a video is uploading from my phone, I'll come to my laptop and I use this to record my video because I don't want to waste no time. I don't want to forget it. I'm on the roll. I want to keep going. So yesterday, I watched a documentary of Luther, Here and Now, on Prime. See how God just answered that just that quick. What can I use right now to talk about in this video? He just gave it to me. Ah, that was amazing. Okay, so I was watching the documentary. I love me some Luther now. I'm going to tell you, Luther, his music, God rest his soul. I miss that man. I don't know about y'all. If there are any Luther fans out there, we all miss him. But honey, that music is still classic. It's still bringing. It's still gonna make a lot of babies. Let me just tell you, it's gonna make a lot of babies. So when I was watching the documentary, and I'm looking at it, I mean, it was so fascinating, and then it got sad at the end because I didn't realize that this one song, he was asked the question in an interview and a lady, I think it was Oprah's show when Oprah had first started, getting becoming well known, probably back in the 80s, late 80s. And this lady asked Luther a question. She said, "What are your what are your favorite songs out of all of the songs that you recorded? What are your favorite songs?" And he said his favorite song was "Any Love." And I'm like, I know that song. I don't heard it. And then I'm thinking about any love. Dun, dun. I don't know the lyrics. Yeah, I find them. But when he started singing it, he talked about the lyrics, and he said that, and I'm paraphrasing. If y'all have not seen it, I would encourage you to go look at the documentary. It's good. It's marvelous. Probably gonna make some of y'all cry. And he talked about how he just want any love, somebody to love him. And that's the one thing that he had not found. He's got everything in the whole wide world. He's got the fame, he's got the family, the friends, the good people that's around him. He's making these, popular songs. He's well known, he's wealthy. But the one thing that he doesn't have is love, y'all. Oh my God. I was like, man, but he said any love. He didn't specify. He just said any love. He just want any love. And y'all go pull the lyrics up. Go pull the lyrics up. And when he said that, I forgot the other song that he said that he liked. That was his favorite. But that was the first one he talked about was any love. And I'm like, man, and he was, when he was talking about it, I could see the sadness in his eyes. And a lot of the songs that Luther, and and I learned a lot about him just watching that documentary. I learned a lot. I think that was like one of the best documentaries that I have ever seen of a successful singer, a music singer. His was the best by far. I think it was authentic. God, it was authentic, and he was him. I mean, I could tell that he was a lovable person. Like he cared about people. He wasn't a snob, and he loved people. People loved him. He had three close friends that that stood by him, that knew him inside and out. And they talked about his story, and I was just amazed by it. Just me thinking about it now make me want to tear up and cry because it was just so moving. And when I continue to look at the documentary, but when they started and they were showing like the shows that he did, and how he was elaborate, he worked, in his three background singers that he had. They talked about how they worked like 60 hours a week, and when they was in rehearsal, it was work. It was no play, because Luther did not play that. He was like a perfectionist, like in his craft. He was on it. He knew his stuff. And his arrangements of songs, I was like, man, I did not know all of this. I didn't know he sung jingles. He wrote and produced and rearranged a lot of songs. He was a producer. And then he was like, I want to be an artist. And it was like, why would you want to leave this lucrative career of being a jingle writer and a jingle singer to go to be an artist, where you got to deal with all this stuff and you ain't got to really deal with nothing in the background when you're doing, the jingles? He was like, no, it's like God showed him a vision and he went with it. And that's what we got to do sometimes. Like when God puts something on the inside of us, like what we have on the inside of us, and we say it out loud, or we share it with people that we love, and most times the people that's close to us, they don't mean no harm. They don't mean to say what they say at the time, that could eventually be a little ugh, like, oh my gosh. But I'm sure they meant him well. But he knew what he wanted to do because God put it in his heart. God put it in his mind. He seen the vision and he went with it. And God blessed him. He blessed him. But dang, that question makes me think, like, the one thing that he wanted, he did not get. And then he talked about the rumors. He talked about how he struggled with food. Just he said he thought about food all the time, all day long. He wake up thinking about food. He go to bed thinking about food. He was struggling with it. Because I mean, we all seen it. Those that remember it, that grew up in my era, knew about the stories where they talked about his weight. He was skinny, and then he was heavy. I mean, it was just a lot that was in that was shared. And I'm so grateful for the director that decided to do this documentary of Luther, because it was amazing. One of my favorite songs is Here and Now. I love Here and Now. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. Mm. You're all I need. Oh, see, honey, ooh, that's get me started. Let me stop. Wait a minute. Let me stop. Ah! Okay. See, y'all, the real the Tasha coming out, y'all. She coming out. But that documentary was amazing. That was amazing. So that just goes to show you. I I had no idea I was going to talk about Luther's documentary. I mean, God has a reason for doing what He does, and just me telling y'all that I mean, y'all can't see that because my light is blinding it, but I got this on this paper, like, and I'm telling y'all, like, what can I use right now? I challenge you to ask yourself that question. What can you use right now to talk about? What is it that you can use? You can talk about something simple as headphones. How they work. Like, it can be a review. Your channel could be a review channel. Let me see what else. You can talk about journaling. Like for me, it will be journaling. I love journaling, and I'm going to talk about it on this channel because that's a part of me. That's what God created. That's what God put in me to do. Is journaling, because I've been journaling since the age of 17. I have so many journals, that have sayings on the front of them, and it can be hair. I'm gonna show y'all. I cut my hair. It could be hair. You can talk about hair. You can your channel could be hair. You good at hair. That you actually are a prodigy when it comes to hair. You never went to school for it. You never got that training. You just know how to do it because God put it in you and you know how to do it. That's what you have right now. That's your content to talk about. Shoot, you can talk about phones because you a tech person. You know the ins and outs of an iPhone, or you know the ins and outs of an Android. Some people call me a traitor because I did have an Android for years. When cell phones became popular, well, smartphones became popular. My first smartphone was I don't even know how to pronounce it. Huawei Hop. I ain't gonna even try to pronounce it, but it was on Cricket service. And I had that cell phone. And of course, it was an Android. And then I didn't know how to operate no iPhone. I had no idea how to operate one. I was so mad. I was like, man, I ain't gonna never get no darn iPhone. Well, I'm a traitor because I got me an iPhone. Well, I just wanted to share that with you all. And all right, that's it. If you never seen me before, my name is Tasha Tanks. And every time you come to this channel, you gonna get me. I'm going to be who God created me to be, nothing more, nothing less. And you are going to get the real, raw, and relatable conversations on this channel. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to be me. I am definitely going to do that. So until next time, I love you. I mean it. And hey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Hit that bell. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Until next time, I love you. And I'll talk to you in the next video.